Hello mga alamat! In this video, titignan po natin ang APX from a multiple time frame perspective. Tulad ng dati, magsisimula po tayo sa higher time frames, in this case, sa monthly time frame, and we'll slowly work our way down, papunta sa daily time frame, looking at more and more details to see kung meron bang mga bagay-bagay na pwede nating makita for a potential trade idea, o di naman kaya makahanap tayo ng confluence for possible trade ideas that we already have dito sa APX. So let's start, no? Dito sa monthly time frame, ano ba yung mga pwede nating mapuna? First of all, price right now is where it once was. Diba? So kung saan nag-consolidate to dati, doon din tayo nagko-consolidate ngayon. Now, I'm not saying you should do this, but if you imagine na wala tong portion na to, parang matagal lang siya na nag-conso. Diba? Parang nandito lang tayo sa area na to. Now, I'm not saying again na alisin to I'm just saying na pwede nyong imagine, 'di ba? Na kung sakali mang wala yan, parang matagal lang siya na consolidation. The other thing that you may notice from the monthly time frame is meron tayong broad-shouldered inverse head and shoulders pattern. 'Di ba? Medyo malapad ng konti yung shoulders, but you can see the pattern there. Now, if you trade using patterns, you can also see na wala pa tayong validation, wala pang confirmation. Diba? Hindi pa natin nababasag pataas yung neckline niya. Now, for me personally, when I'm looking at this time frame, ang nakikita ko is this level here around 1.85. Okay? And this level beneath around 1.32. Para sa akin, dito tayo naglalaro sa loob ng range na to. And we'll carry this down sa mga lower time frame levels din, no? Kasi it's gonna be important. Bakit key tong range na to? Well, if you look at this kahit to the left, yung mga times na lumagpas tayo dito sa 1.85, hindi nagtagal, no? At least from this time frame. So, I think this is a decent area to dictate na, okay, ito yung resistance natin, ito yung high end ng range. Now, from 1.32 hanggang 1.85, obviously, that's a decent range to trade. However, price has never really come back again dito sa 1.32 since nung December 2021. So, mag-iisang taon na, no? Now, if it does that mean automatically buy? Well, titingnan natin yon when we head down to the weekly time frame. But for now, okay, let's focus on this range and think of this in terms of meron ba tayong trade na pwedeng makita dito? Range trade? Maybe. Pero if we're looking for a change in trend, meron na ba? Wala pa. Kasi nagko-console lang tayo May breakout na ba to the upside? Wala pa. May breakdown na ba to the downside? Wala pa. So for now, we are still stuck within this wider range. So we're gonna go down to look at this at the lower time frame to see kung meron bang mga segments na pwede nating samantalahin at gamitin to possibly form trade ideas around. Now, from a weekly perspective, okay, makikita natin, number one, na mas pronounce yung range na sinabi natin kanina between 1.32 hanggang 1.85. Okay? First and foremost. Next, mapapansin nyo, I've thrown a few yellow lines on the screen. Yan yung quote-unquote hack ranges natin. Okay? Now, if you want to learn how to do that, I've included the link in the description box below to that video kung saan tinuro ko paano siya gawin. It's really very simple. Now, using tong hack range, makikita natin how well price respects yung mga levels natin. 'Di ba? Itong mga hack levels. Tingnan natin. Nung umangat yung price dito sa 1.71, nakahanap tayo ng resistance dyan. When we eventually broke out, we almost tagged yung next level around 1.88. Pero nauntog tayo dito sa 1.85 na sinabi natin kanina, no? Now, from there, we can glean na this could be an area. 1.85 hanggang 1.88. Tapos, kung titingin natin to the left pa nun, etong 1.53 acted as support here, and acted as support here, and resistance there as well. Diba? So, etong hack range natin so far has acted quite well. Diba? It's not perfect, it's never going to be. Kasi static range Pero, it has acted quite well in the sense na when price gets near those levels, nakakahanap tayo ng reaction kahit papano. Now, kung ganon, diba, are there trades that we can look for from one segment. So a segment is from one level to the next, no? From one segment or another. For now, para sa akin, parang wala pa. Kasi it's possible na based on these hack ranges, price comes back, tags 1.53, mauntog tayo, then we roll over, and we see ourselves stuck within this segment here between 1.36 hanggang 1.53 with possible overshoots pababa nung support natin at 1.32. If we can break above 1.53, diba? Then we start trading within this range here between 1.53 hanggang 1.71. Okay? But from a weekly perspective, we can see na, diba, pababa yung price natin. High, low, lower high, lower low. We did try to form another higher high here, diba? Parang we wanted to break yung structure, pero hindi nangyari. We never closed above it. Bumalik lang tayo sa loob ng range and then we started pushing lower. Now, ang pwede natin punahin na possible na positive dito sa APX is we've been forming lows here, pero dito nagprint tayo ng higher low, and dito we look to be printing another higher low as well. So that's something that we could potentially lean on na parang, baka meron something there, na baka meron tayong pwedeng gawin dito sa APX. Na I am not saying na meron na, ha? In fact, I'm outright saying na parang medyo hilaw pa. But those signs should help us take notice na parang, uy, kailangan ko itong punahin na. Baka kailangan isama ko na ito sa watchlist ko. Diba? Siyempre, kung hindi siya pasok sa parameters nyo, huwag nyong gagawin. Kayo pa rin dapat ang nasusunod. Your trades, your rules. Huwag po kayong makikinig sa ibang tao, including myself, no? Sa amin ay opinion lang namin based on how we see the chart. Ang important is how you see the chart. Kasi kayo yung mag-execute, kayo yung magmamanage. Now, speaking of execution and management, let's go down to the daily time frame and break this down even further para lang mas maging klaro kung meron nga ba talaga o wala tayong pwedeng sandalan at tignan dito sa APX. And then finally, tignan po natin to from a daily perspective, no? Now, dito sa daily, as you guys can see, we have also formed, diba? Yung high, low, lower high, lower low, diba? But again, we have broken yung structure to the upside based on itong last na swing high na to when this happened here. So now, yung pullback natin, it came back into this area of previous consolidation and actually broke beneath it ng konti. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, I actually did say na nagkaroon tayo ng trap dito around 1.42, diba? To possibly trade this range. And if you did do that, that's a trade from 1.42 papuntang 1.51, which was yung resistance right there. Okay? Now, if we add in yung pinag-usapan natin kanina regarding hack ranges, we will know, number one, yung sabi natin kanina, na meron tayong area of resistance between 1.85 to 1.88 and meron din tayong area of resistance dito between 1.51 hanggang 1.53. Now, if you follow me on Twitter again, ang sabi ko sa tweet na yon, I do want to see price take out 1.51 to see if meron tayong potential upside push from there. Kasi nauntog tayo sa resistance eh. Diba? So we want to see price break above this level. Now, this area, kasi syempre mas sinuri na natin. Alam natin na meron din tayong level dito from our hack range. So we want to see price break above this area here between 1.51 to 1.53 and see if we can get a good pullback. Kung makakuha tayo, maybe masabayan natin ang potential inverse head and shoulders pattern right here. Diba? If makuha natin yan, then that could be something that we could lean on. Diba? Use that to potentially trade this higher. Perhaps coming back to fill the gap na naiwan dito or even coming back to tag yung high end ng range natin between 1.85 to 1.88. Nasa sa inyo na po yun, no? Depende on how aggressive or bullish you might feel towards APX. But hanggang nauuntog tayo sa area na to between 1.51 to 1.53, personally, I'd be a little bit wary. Not because I don't think natataas. Hindi mahalaga yun eh. What I think is not important kasi at the end of the day, ang masusunod is si market. Diba? What the market wants is what the market does. What I think, what I believe, what my bias is irrelevant. Kasi kung hindi naman gawin yun ni market, kahit anong pilit ko, kahit anong tampo ko, kahit na anong mukmuk ko, walang mangyayari. Diba? So I do want to see price clear this area here so we can start trading within this range above between 1.51 hanggang 1.6 and see if we can break out from there. Once again, tagging possibly itong 1.71 na next level or again, filling this gap or coming back towards the high end of the range. But for now, at least, napag-usapan natin yung mga potential positive signs dito sa APX. Napag-usapan din natin yung mga potential negative signs dito sa APX. So, kung interesado kayo in this particular stock, and I know a lot of people are because I've been getting a lot of requests for it, kaya ako siya sinolo. Okay? If you're interested, just make sure na before you pull the trigger, number 1, pasok siya sa parameters nyo, and number 2, maganda yung plano nyo for it. Kasi at the end of the day, kahit ano pang sabi ni Juan o ni Maria from YouTube, from forums, or what have you, hindi naman kami yung masusunod eh. Hindi naman kami yung tama. Si market pa rin ang masusunod. Plano nyo pa rin ang tama. Okay? So guys, dito nagtatapos yung video natin. No? Once again, if you want to learn how to do yung hack ranges, the link is in the description box below. And also, you should see that video coming out somewhere near the lower left-hand side of your screen. So be sure to check it out. Okay? And as always, guys, good luck in your trades. GT over and out.